Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. We are live in Dubai, and in this episode, we'll be reviewing the India versus Hong Kong game. The big news going into the game was Hardik Pandya was rested and a well-deserved rest after beating Pakistan and being the man of the match there. I think he needed that rest because they need to take care of Pandya. There's a lot of games to go, not only in the Asia Cup, but then you have the bilateral series and then heading into the World Cup. A lot will depend on Hardik Pandya, so I think that was a positive move. But that didn't mean India took things lightly. Rohit Sharma and KL opened the batting. Rahul struggled, to be very honest with you, 36 of 39, a couple sixes, but he hasn't played cricket in a long, long time since the IPL. He's been out of the team, so it's been a while. It's going to take him time to get into form, but I think the big plan is to get him ready for that World Cup. So I think playing in these games will give him that confidence. But if he continues to score at a low rate and not score enough runs, then especially when you get a start and he doesn't convert it, then I think there will be talk about him. There will be pressure on him. But for now, I think they're easing him into the team. Rohit Sharma got off to a good start, 21 of 13, hit a six, couple of boundaries as well, but unfortunately got out. And it was Virat Kohli. We saw Virat Kohli score 50, 59 of 44, strike rate of 134. And I think you can say, oh, it's Hong Kong, why is he playing slow and everything? But I think this is what Virat Kohli needed. He needed runs under his belt. This will get the juices flowing. This will get his bat talking. And I think, as we get more deep into the tournament, hopefully he'll improve even more. And the pitches weren't the pitches aren't the easiest here, but hopefully we get to see more fluent Virat Kohli. A couple of sixes that he hit were beautiful time, middle of the bat, brilliant batting. And yeah, it's going to take him time, but it's good that he got runs under his belt. Now his next focus will be probably against Pakistan on Sunday. If Pakistan beat Hong Kong, then it'll be India and Pakistan on Sunday. So he can come in there, and if he can score more runs, continue from where he left off today, that will do him a lot of confidence. And is the man Surya Kumar Yadav batting on a different pitch altogether. Outstanding, 68 of 26. Six sixes, six fours. A pleasure to watch. This man hit a boundary every side of the ground. I was watching today. I saw a shot, extra cover. Saw a shot straight down the ground, leg side, square leg. I saw him play the scoop, and I saw him play the third man cut as well. I can't remember what shot he didn't play. The outstanding to watch. Surya Kumar Yadav right now is probably the most entertaining batsman to watch in the cricketing world. He has a shot. He has three shots for every single delivery. He has no issues in playing them. Yes, sometimes he'll play an extravagant shot and get out and look like he made a mistake or he's lazy. But today, this innings today was spectacular, outstanding, and the strike rate of 261 from the get-go. He came in, was sweeping the spinners. He used his feet as well to the fast bowlers. He was using the crease brilliantly. Didn't let them settle down, and yeah, it was an outstanding innings. He was the difference between a 160, 170, and a 190 score. And once he scored 190, it was always going to be an uphill task for Hong Kong. There's not much due there. So apart from Babar Hayat, who batted well for his 41, and Kinshit Shah made 30 as well, and Zishan Ali at the end scored a 26. But apart from that, it was always going to be difficult for Hong Kong to get to that score. They were getting short cameos from their batsmen, but not. They needed someone to score cross 50, and they needed another guy to support that person. So they unfortunately they didn't get that. But I think for Hong Kong, this was a very good outing. They learn a lot. They played India last in the Asia Cup as well in 2018, but this will give them a lot. A lot of these guys have part-time jobs. They're not full-time cricketers. To play against one of the best teams in the world, it will give them a lot of exposure and experience. They learn from this. Now they're going to play Pakistan. Hopefully they can improve on the performance. But I don't think it was a bad performance. Yes, the Surya Kumar's brilliance, they couldn't do much, but they still restricted India less than 200, and they scored 150 themselves. It's always going to be difficult. You have Bhuvi there, Jadeja, Vishkant, Chahal. It's always going to be difficult scoring close to 200 against them. But I think they did a decent job, Hong Kong, and they should clap themselves and always look at the positives, because this is a team, like I said, they're not all full-time cricketers. They have part-time jobs as well, and cricket is part-time for them, and this is a very good experience. Virat Kohli also bowled today. That was a big surprise. The last time I saw him bowl was in 2016 in the T20 World Cup semi-final, which India lost, and I don't remember him bowling after that. Maybe he did, but yeah, it was a really good experience to see him bowl. Gave only 6 runs, bowled wicket to wicket, no issues. I don't know, in the stadium it looked like his action changed a bit, but he's not bowling off the wrong foot. But I think I might be wrong. But yeah, it was good to see him bowl. Rohit Sharma using him. I think Rohit Sharma should use himself and Virat Kohli a bit more often in games because it takes the pressure off other bowlers. Avesh Khan today very expensive. 4 overs, 53 runs, one wicket, economy of 13.25 versus Hong Kong. That's not really acceptable. And this is why there was concern that India are going only with three seamers going into the tournament. If someone gets hit, what are you going to do? Yeah, Virat Kohli bowled today, but if you're playing against the Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, what's your plan B? And that's why I feel they just needed like a extra fast bowler in the squad there instead of spinner. So maybe Deepak Chahar instead of Ashwin I would have done in the squad. So you have that option going into the bigger games in the Super Fours and then potentially the final. So that's one concern for India, the third seamer. But Avesh Khan will hopefully come back. It's good that they're trusting him. When Virat Kohli came to bowl, I thought he's trying to save Avesh Khan and not give him that last over. But Rohit Sharma gave it to him and he got hit. You can't do much about that. But it was Bhuvi who bowled only 3 overs. So Rohit Sharma is still trying to instill that confidence. He's giving his bowlers the opportunity to redeem themselves. Unfortunately, it didn't happen today for Avesh Khan. But in the future, he can probably learn from this and come out a better bowler. Man of the match, I know Virat Kohli got a 50 after a while, but for me, the man of the match is Surya Kumar Yadav. Just the way he batted, it was spectacular. Outstanding innings, no matter what the opposition or thing, that pitch wasn't that easy, but he made it look like a batting paradise, and definitely it wasn't. The ball was stopping. It didn't cause any problems for him. He's so fluent and he's become really confident now, and really good to see Virat Kohli also enjoy Surya Kumar's success and the way he was batting. Virat Kohli really enjoyed it from the non-striker. So I think that was an excellent partnership, game-changing partnership, and Surya Kumar is my man of the match. And I think that pretty much wraps it up. Tomorrow we have Bangladesh versus Sri Lanka. Whoever wins that will go into the Super Fours. India have qualified and Afghanistan have qualified for the Super Fours. Now it's between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. One team will go, and then the Pakistan-Hong Kong game on Friday. Whoever wins that will go into the Super Fours. And really looking forward to it. I think the Afghanistan Sri Lanka game, it was Afghanistan Bangladesh game. I really enjoyed that game in Sharjah yesterday. It was a close match, and hopefully we get to see another close match tomorrow between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. But until then, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll get you the latest updates from Dubai and from the Asia Cup and also the cricketing world as well. Thank you so much.